Ladies and gentlemen, I've had a lot of stuff going on all at the same time. I've been preparing for my trip up north where I go through the Carolinas, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, taking lots of video as I go, letting you know exactly where the cars are. I do have two things I have to do to my truck before I go. I already have my winch and everything hooked up. I'm taking my Z06 to Dayton, Ohio to a place called Quick Rev. They're going to do the final tuning on my supercharged 6.3. I'm also going to be installing a transmission fluid cooler going right in this area, and I'll be changing out this tank right here. It's really common for these tanks to split along the seam, and one of the things you'll be able to tell that it's doing it by is you will smell a little bit of antifreeze, just a little here and there, just a little whiff. But this is going to get changed out. I'm putting the transmission cooler on, and it's really easy to do. This is one of the few that doesn't have an auxiliary transmission fluid cooler already up here, so all I really have to do is see that second line, the smaller one. I cut into that and flare both sides and just hook the thing up, a couple hoses. While I'm in here, I want to tell you that the 67 Mercury commuter wagon is running great. I'm doing brakes now, and I'm making sure that the fuel system is set up the way it's supposed to, and then I will be driving it, and we will make sure that we get a cool little video of the whole process. Those of you who have an astute eye can see that this thing took out a deer. Not while I had it, right before I got it. Notice the nice lens there. You come over here. Flash forward the next day, we have the transmission cooler in. We have the reservoir for the coolant system in. Both of them seem to be working well. The temperature on the transmission has come down a solid 25 degrees no matter what I'm doing. I used to cruise around and have it at about 200, 205, and now it's 153. It got to 180 yesterday when I was driving for quite a long time. Taking another day today. Since I have a road trip coming up, a huge road trip, I like to put as many miles as I can on this to make sure if it's going to break, it breaks here. Also, my smaller tires are going back on this truck for the ease of, it's easier on the drivetrain. It's easier pulling the trailer with the stock tires. It's quieter, so I'm going to do that. And I'll be driving around on those too, because they're used tires. Make sure nothing's wrong with them. Make sure they're not losing air slowly, or because we want this trip to be totally problem-free, unlike the last one. You can go back and look at the video on that. I found another one. Found a 67 Le Mans two-door. It's got a 326 in it, but guess what's in the trunk? A 389 tri-power. The carburetors and intake, set of reconditioned heads are in there. Never installed since they were redone. Well, that'd be a cool car to redo, wouldn't it? GTO taillights. Even has the T3 headlights in it. All four. Here at the local Texas Roadhouse. Everybody going in to have a steak. And there's that. Okay. Turn the gas on. Just a little petcock right up under there. Really easy. Give it a second. Put the key in. Neutral. I don't know if this is going to need choke or not. No. 1952. I have videos of it on my channel. My dad passed last year, and so this is mine now. 8N Ford. Runs just so great. I'm going to turn this around, attach it to the front of the trailer, pull the trailer out, hook it up to the truck, start up the Z06, put it on the trailer, or something like that. There is an ongoing theme for me as I move all my stuff. It's rainy season. It'll be over in about another month to 2 months. But as of mid-August, it's still raining. I gotta wait just a minute and see if I already have the car on the trailer, the Z06 on the trailer. It's in the backyard, but the tractor has not been parked, and obviously this truck's not been parked. Also have to get the now incredibly wet car cover and put it somewhere where it'll dry. It's raining. Real toad strangler. Those of you who have been wondering what's going on with the commuter wagon, I just fired it up for a minute. Gotta wait for the cold light to go off. Old school, brother. Gonna give it just a minute or two of running, then I'm going to see if that brake pedal works. And if the brake pedal works, by the way, it's on jack stands. If the brake pedal works, I'm then going to pop it into gear and see if anything happens with the back tires. But still waiting for that little light to go off for now. That engine is so quiet. All you hear is the fan and a little bit of exhaust in the back. So cool. So the pedal popped and then I pressed it down and it goes pretty far. So that means my next thing I want to do is look up under here and see if I see any leaking. Get up under the front. Oh, there's antifreeze right there because the hose has been chomped. That's not a big deal. It's totally topped off, so it can sit there and run just fine while spitting out a little bit. See the back here. Don't see any wetness by either one of those wheels. Just confirm again here. I want to make sure I don't see anything at all by either wheel. Well, both wheels are fine, which means confirm that these are off the ground. Now, kind of a non-forgiving environment here, so I'm gonna press that down. Wow, that went into reverse great. I mean, that felt great. Huh. Don't want to move the car. Don't want to shake it. The back tire's rocking. Since the brakes don't seem to be doing much, see the speedo? Brake pedal's down. I'm going one gear up and letting that slow down to nothing. Yeah, you don't want to throw it in like reverse or park right now. Wait till that thing goes down to just totally zero, which this should help. Almost there. Still rolling. Wow. That worked. As suspected, though, it really absolutely does need some brake work, because I mean, I had that pedal down and nothing changed at all. Just nothing. Let's see if I got any fluid here now. I still don't see any brake fluid. No puddles there. Turned on the AC just now and the compressor's making noise, so I won't be messing with that until it gets the proper stuff in it. The radio works great. Still got, remember the quick release on these things, you push that down. Wipers are right there. I'm not sure, that's low speed. There's high speed, so I don't know if that was an option or not. This one's a cool little button to have. Not that one, but that one, rear window. The rear window and door are not functional yet, but it's just a matter of time. That one down there, the left air. Oh, I'm reaching my hand on the 67 only steering wheel right there. She's coming around, people. That's the only part that's smoked. That piece right there and the one over here, I think they were just made out of like really cheap plastic because they're smoked. But everything else is very nice. See if the emergency flashers work. Yeah. Love this car, and the little rise right above the speedo there. So cool. You guys ever see an under dash 8-track, 4-channel, 8-track but 4-channel as in quadraphonic, which is crazy rare. There's the dial. It's a Pioneer. Now, that's cool. Some of the buttons. Multiplex. Fast forward. Repeat program. Now the program there, if you had an 8-track, you'd hit that and it would go click click and it would go to the next channel. There were basically 4 channels in stereo, so it was making it an 8 track, if that makes sense. Just imagine if you had a left and right channel, and then you also had a left and right rear channel. That's what this basically is. What's that one under there? Right air. Oh, okay. Anybody know what those things are? I have no idea. Turn off the radio here. Oh yeah, won't be long now. I have so much stuff to do around here. Once I get back from my road trip, this almost completed 212 Predator, billet flywheel, aftermarket cam, billet rod, and some other stuff too. I've not done anything with this car in forever. This is my 03 ragtop Corvette. A little bit of juicy poo on there. That ran 1180s without the nitrous. It's got a pretty mild LS1. The doodlebug here is the frame that motor is going to go on, unless it wheelies like crazy hard. Then no. Also, those of you who know this project, I converted it from a 4L60 to a 4L80, and about 2 years later the converter went. So bought everything new, and it's just not done yet. But wagon's running just great. I mean, beautifully. As soon as I come back from my road trip up north, you and I are going to take a cruise in this thing. Without a doubt. No doubt about it.